was so bad that Atari buried its unsold supply in the desert and covered it with concrete. If you don't know what I'm talking about, back in 1982, before Nintendo, Atari made a video game called E.T. as a companion to the film because the film was so huge. They rushed this game and it became labeled the worst video game of all time. Massive financial failure. And it was so bad that Atari buried its unsold supply in the desert and covered it with concrete. And this was an urban legend because back in the pre-internet days, we just believed stuff. And then in 2014, some people were investigating this and they ended up digging it up and they find that, yes, there were buried E.T. games in the desert. There was actually hundreds of other games, not just E.T. The reason I bring this up, though, is because of where they buried these games. They buried them in Alamogordo, New Mexico, which is specifically referenced by James Shelby Downard in the lore of King Kill 33 because it's adjacent to the White Sand Range, where the Trinity site is. So it could be that the E.T. game being buried in Alamogordo near the Trinity site that gets dug up 40 years later is part of a death and rebirth ritual, right? The rebirth, now that we're closer to the age of disclosure, we're now ready for all to be revealed.